can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?
Today, from Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, it's Week 13 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs taking on Drew Lock and the Denver Broncos.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Kansas City Chiefs. Hello again, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Chiefs ball club. They've been as hot as anyone. The win last week makes it 9 out of 10.
The results are hard to argue. If there's a team better suited for the postseason right now, I don't know who they are.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Broncos, they come off a disappointment last time out that put an end to their modest 3-game win streak. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
I guess we have to nickname him the thrower, aren't we, or something like that.
After last week?
I mean, man, you're talking about over 400 yards throwing the ball. The running backs and everyone else may be looking at him like, hey, don't forget us. And he'd probably just tell him, listen, you want to get involved?
Go out.
Go out and catch some passes. I'll make sure you touch it.
Well, look at this, a tight end carry. Shedding the tackle. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as he gets it up past the 35. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
36-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Now they try the right side here. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
On this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Mahomes firing complete, and he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
Kansas City Chiefs.
All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. Well, these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago. So how do they come out this week? Same way. They've got that momentum going, a touchdown on the opening drive.
I think it's safe to say that they're in a groove, isn't it? I mean, a lot of times we've seen where teams have scored a ton of points the week before. The very next week struggle to score almost as if they used it all up. Not in this case. This group appears locked in.
And we're going to have to make some adjustments if you're on the other side of that football.
Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here comes the Bronco offense with Drew Lock from Missouri in charge.
And he did everything possible to rally his team to a win last week, didn't he? What did he throw for?
Over 450 yards.
I mean, that's a pretty phenomenal performance. So, obviously, he and the offense were clicking pretty well. The other 2/3, though, that comes into question. Defense and special teams, they'll need all of them to play better in this one, too.
They'll start by running the option to the right. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
On the keeper.
I do know that owners, when they watch their quarterbacks run with the football, they usually hold their breath because that's the franchise. But when you're getting that kind of a game, hard to argue against calling it.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for, but it'll be second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Here's Locke. Screen pass to Lindsey. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On is the punter, Townsend, as he gets this one away. Watch out for Hill on the return. 13 yards, the tally on the return there. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, that it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
Now a handoff here to his running back. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Over the middle, it's complete. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. This is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing now is Mahomes. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Intercepted by the Broncos.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking to get it to Phillip Lindsay there. And now it's second down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
They'll find Lindsay here. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Locke working out of the gun. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact and he'll go deep.
Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. To throw again. Block. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, it's Locke. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there, and now it's 4th down.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55, but you'll see it just conk off that upright, and they're denied a chance at 3 points.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Now on 1st down. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
3 more yards.
23 yards, the final tally.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Here to his running back. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far in this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
4 yards.
It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off it.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And nothing special there. They show they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
Butker now to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up first and 10. Shotgun snap to Locke. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Block on the give. It's Lindsey. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down. A look at the numbers a week ago for Lindsey. 24 carries, 81 yards.
And as we discovered in talking with the coaching staff prior to the game, going up against a team that struggled against the run has only emboldened them to run the football more. I expect 40 to 50 carries in this game.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offense coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on first and 10. Now a carry for Lindsey, and he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Philip Lindsey, the ball.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole. The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
This is the tight end Fant. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 36.
Complete to Noah Fant.
It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
First down, Denver.
Locke now going to hang on to it. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
The keeper.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instinct. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was and all the way home for a Broncos score.
Complete to number 88.
And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
KC's offense ready to take over. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
That'll go as a loss of 5. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Here's Mahomes to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Marking down at the 49. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Chiefs 14, Broncos 7.
Now a handoff looking right. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
And to give this time to the tailback. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
For the running back.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And he slings one that's incomplete.
The name of the game is always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the 2nd interception in the first half.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
Butker's kick here is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
Chiefs 17, Broncos 7.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Drew Lock once again leads the Broncos out. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, a little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass, no interceptions for him personally to this point. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Lock. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And that is incomplete. Here's Tommy Townsend now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Yeah, he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders in the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 30-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Gets this one to Hill. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And he knocks it through. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And we see Drew Lock in the offense coming back on. A lot of the problems have been on the other side of the ball. Is that frustrating for a quarterback who's been playing well?
It is, but there's no way that the best ones let their teammates know that. They actually take it upon themselves and say, okay, I have to do even more, or I need to play better. Maybe even say I put my defense in a bad spot. That's what true leadership shows you.
Yeah, well, he doesn't need to change much personally. On 2nd and 9, Lock. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. And they give this time to the tailback. Down to the 25.
The ball carried by
a gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Complete to O.J. Howard.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and the Chiefs are going to get a fresh set of downs. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. To throw, it's Mahomes. A quick slant to Hill. And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game with the defense.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And this time he is in.
Yes.
A great effort there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. This is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it? Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to go away from it, is there? They're off to a fantastic start. They hope it continues.
3 already for him. Extra point right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. 25-yard. Drew Lock once again leads the Broncos out. And how does he rally the troops, so to speak? He's played well, but they're down big on the scoreboard. How does he get his guys going?
To make sure they understand it's not a me game, it's a team game. Everyone has to come together. Everyone has to up the level of play a little bit, including himself, and find a way to make some plays in order to give them a little bit of a spark and rally the team.
We'll see if they can indeed rally down big on the scoreboard right now. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Operating from the gun. Lock. And he fires one that's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mahomes. He finds his tight end Howard. That's complete. Down he goes at the 23. A pickup of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
He is going to find Hill here. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
For a Kansas City Chiefs.
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And this offense continues to pour it on. And that rushing touchdown, his fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Point after, right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
And Denver getting set to take the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if Bobby kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. And now Matthews couldn't really tell what happened there defensively, but he's still down. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. Locke going to keep this himself. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Locke. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, Locke. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Akeem Hicks has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
So 3rd and long now for Locke and the Broncos following the sack. From the gun, Locke. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there, and now it's 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own 15-yard line.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And these are the games hitting pay dirt as we see as many times as he has that running backs dream about, right?
It's okay to be selfish in this circumstance, isn't it, partner? Because this selfishness, getting to the end zone time and again, only helps your team. This is where it's okay to put up big numbers and people don't worry about it. This is really, really good performance.
It's been an unbelievable performance. Now here's Mahomes, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
This is the tight end, Njoku. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. The Broncos and Cortland Sutton heading back out there. He's been good so far to this point in the 2nd quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
They'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the 2nd quarter. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. And going deep for Hill. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons.
Intercepted by the Broncos.
You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again. Locke. And he comes back with one complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Locke now on 1st down. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Locke looks to throw it again. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. Locke now on 1st down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Cortland Sutton as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos get a bit closer.
Jason Sanders.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead's down to 24. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. We're starting to get near the home stretch of this NFL season. It's Week 13, so let's get an update on what's going on. We'll begin our tour out at Nissan Stadium in Nashville, and it's the Titans with the lead in the second quarter of play. The Titans trying to hold on and claim victory. Next, we head off to check out another game. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Arizona Cardinals. 24-10 was your final. Lastly, let's get to Pittsburgh. Check on the Steelers at home at Heinz Field. And they are in a tight one, all tied with the visiting Ravens. Meanwhile, our game has been a boat race. Very one-sided to this point. And for the call of the second half, let's get it back to our commentating team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right. Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
We see Drew Lock in the offense coming back on. And he's looking to take much better care of the football here in half 2 after 3 first-half interceptions.
We don't have to just look strictly at the numbers here. You know what else happens to a team when you turn it over 3 times like that? It erodes confidence in you. And it erodes confidence in the offense. And now you have the defensive guys looking over and saying, what is going on here?
And the Chiefs are going to get him. Akeem Hicks in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
That's the second sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. On the option, Locke will keep it. And the Chiefs D closes in on him again, and they drop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Locke going to keep it again. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
Philip Lindsay, the Broncos.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
A 3-yard pickup, and it's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun. Lock. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away. Incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Here's Hill on the return. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. Now a play fake here on first down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
First and 10.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
And to give this time to the tailback. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Mahomes. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. 32 yards. And the Chiefs just continue to pour it on. I thought as that was developing that he might actually keep it, but the right decision, obviously, to hand the football off.
And some teams do a really nice job of taking a little bit longer at the mesh point, meaning where he's going to hand it off or keep it. Sometimes they ride it maybe a step longer than others. That allows him to make the proper decision and have the right person end up with the ball.
And it paid off with a long touchdown run. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by one more.
Broncos 14. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. A short kick taken at the 18. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Denver's offense ready to go again. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
23 yards.
23 yards on the play. Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 16 more on that one and another first down.
16 yards.
And maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
And down inside the 15 he goes. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Lindsey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the Chiefs' 13-yard line.
From the gun, Locke. And he's got it. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Phillip Lindsay with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Broncos cut into that lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
His kick.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
On the play, 2nd and 10 at the 28-yard line.
They'll go again with Lindsey. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. He's going to sling this deep downfield, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drives, exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the 1st half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
35 yards that time on the punt. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Now Cortland Sutton and the rest of the offense getting ready for their next drive. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
At the 23.
On 2nd and 9. Lock. Now they go screen. It's complete. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. That's taken on the 25. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. And now here comes Kansas City. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the 2nd half alone? That's what you want as a runner, because you've got to prove to your offensive line that you're going to be as tough as they are. They don't rotate in and out on every play. Running backs often do, so those who can stay out there with their offensive linemen, those are the guys they really value.
That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Partner, it's often the man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Mahomes going to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year. And this offense is running away with this one.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And his kick is good. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
26-yard line.
Phillip Lindsay and the rest of the offense heading back out. We've seen him be good so far. He's hoping to continue that trend here in quarter number 3.
And typically when you see guys running it this well, they see the game in slow motion, don't they? They see the cuts happen, they see the blocks happen, they feel really good about their vision, and then they use their legs to find that open space.
And he's had some good help up front to boot. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Operating from the gun. Block. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now it's Lindsay. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
From the gun. Block. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And he will have a Broncos first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Block now, going to hang on to it. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 2nd and 9. Lock. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Gain of 10.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Lock going to keep it again. Yetur Gross-Matos there to bring him down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
There's the option going left on 2nd down. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll try to draw Lindsay, and they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun. Lock. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
It's third down.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So they need 2 yards here on third down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive. From the gun, Locke, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Noah Fant, his second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos get 1 score closer.
For the extra point.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
59.
Extra point up and good by Sanders as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this out to the 25.
First and 10.
Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Mahomes now to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Von Miller in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week. And this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back. And they did a great job in the first half. And now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out. They're trying to increase the pressure.
9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Operating from the gun. Locke. He completes this to Sutton. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this play.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run with Lindsey, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Philip Lindsey, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Broncos get a bit closer. And that touchdown there, it's not going to get them a win. It makes things a little more respectable.
Yeah, a little more palatable going out in this ball game. A little something to build on going into the next game, but it won't alter the final score.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Here's Tate to return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, fourth quarter. After the turnover, here's Locke. And he will find his man on the outside. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Throwing his Lock on third down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. He's got his tight end fan. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
First down, Broncos.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Locke going to keep this himself. Man, this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see him play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll go for it. It's Locke. This will be caught at about the 5. Yeah, the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Shotgun snap to Locke. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Working out of the gun. And he's got his tight end Fant. Touchdown, Broncos. Noah Fant, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Broncos cut into that lead. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, he might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Lindsey going to try to run it in. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Well, they couldn't be happy that they were having to stop a 2-point conversion because that means they gave up a touchdown. But a little solace there. You saw some good gang tackling, stacking him up before he can get to the end zone.
We talk about offensive units putting in more 2-point period sessions in practice. Defensively, do you do the same?
Absolutely. You have to because you never know how aggressive these offenses are going to be in games nowadays.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 29. Too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And he puts it through. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. On 1st down, Locke. He'll find Lindsey here. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Drew Lock.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never play their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Throwing on 3rd and long. Block. This is the tight end Fant. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Locke. Got to have this one. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd down.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Again, they'll throw with Locke. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He has a 1st down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. Now Locke again. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
On the throwaway.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Block again here on 2nd and 10. He's got his big tight end, Fant. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. On 3rd down, Block. Throw left side, complete. That's Lindsey. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Noah Fant, his third touchdown of the game and fourth on the year. And the Broncos get a bit closer. Well, yes, that's his third touchdown catch, which is very impressive, but on the scoreboard, they're still struggling.
So safe to say that without him, my goodness, yikes, they are in major league trouble. He's doing his best to try and keep them in the game.
And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 42-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 16 yards, a first down.
That's good.
I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage. The stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his.
In as many coaches' meetings as we sit in, we hear the word finish all the time, don't we? And on that play, the back actually finished getting into the end zone, breaking the last tackle. Tried to wrap up, tried to use the proper technique, just wasn't able to get it done.
And they open the lead up now to 25 points. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now in this.
Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him, and after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there, tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 32. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Right, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a first and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line. Second and goal from inside the 5. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. It's the former number 4 overall pick, Cleveland Farrell, that got in there to bring him down.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
On third down, here's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down. Well, if this defense can hold him to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with first and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. So from the 36 now, first and 10. From the gun, it's Locke. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on first and 10. Again, it's Locke. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. Another try after the first down sack. Locke. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end. And that'll make it third down. One final try for Locke. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 45. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Today's final score.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Kansas City, they continue to keep pace for that first-round bye as they move to 11-1. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Tampa Bay Buccaneers come to town. Meanwhile, for Denver, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead, they fall to 5-7. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. I'm Brandon getting gone. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
We did a lot for the wins. Came in and dropped on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. Yeah. I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. I don't want it if it ain't love. If it ain't, get it away from me. Who you gon' jack if it ain't us? LABB to the bakery. Some mad that I came up. I know my granny gon' pray for me. It was just us in the vacancy. We had to get it from A to B. Wheels never felt like this. 2 seats in the hills, how I feel righteous. Blue sheets for the mills, but the deal priceless. New keys can't kill what's still private. I might just double it up. Did it? Never enough, I'm with it. 5, 2, 3 on the business. Whole team got wins and the wheels still spinning. I told them what I told them. We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. Hey, I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top. Got a spot and it's locked to the click all in. I got ops, if he drop, I just hit my dance. I was pop, they just watched, had to take my wins. They wouldn't let me in. I've been on 10 cents. Who really holding it down? I've been holding it down and I go it again and again. Who is the dummy that died? I'm the coldest around, but he folding again and again. I'm in the what? I'm in the day. I'm doing 30 on 30 and up. You in the what? You in the way. Either you rolling or rolling the dust. You with us or what? Keep it running. We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on the 10. Now we on top once.